Ashley. Today I'm going to prepare you very tasty sweet, just like a nougat. This is Armenians, they do that around Christmas holiday times. So what we need is, we need 2 cups of walnut. We need 1.5 cups of flour, which I'm going to put this in a pan. There you go. And we need about 2 tablespoons of butter. So what first we have to do, and we need marshmallow, which is, we need half of the bag. This is a brand new bag, I just opened it. We need half of the marshmallow and a little vanilla. That's all. What we have to do is, first we have to put the flour on a stove, and we're gonna take the taste of the flour. When you eat something, we're gonna roast it. It's gonna be, when you eat the flour, you can feel the taste, but when you roast, you can feel different taste. So, this is gonna be in a dessert. So I'm gonna lower it a little bit, while I'm going to put my butter very, very little, very like a candle, because I have to wait to roast the flour first, because later on the marshmallow melts quicker. So I have to do this about at least 3 minutes. Let me put like a time, 3 to 4 minutes, just like that. What we have to do, we're not gonna change the color red. All we have to do, change the taste. We're gonna do this like this. And now for the walnut, you can leave full, or you can crush it, or you can make it much finer. But always it's good to keep it half broken pieces like this. So when you eat, you can feel the crunch under your teeth. Now you can do this with a pistachio, walnut, or whatever you want. Hopefully you won't have an allergy that you can do it. This is really going to be very tasty candy for the holidays. So while I'm mixing like this, I don't want to burn my flour. And now over here, the butter that you see, it's a little bit melting, very little low heat. I'm going to lower this a little bit even more for now. While I'm going to empty my marshmallow, half of it, I'm going to empty into the pan. There you go. I can higher my flour again, as long as I'm mixing it, it's okay. And over here, the butter will melt, and at the same time, the marshmallow. Make sure that you'll keep lower, because until the flour is done. Once the flour is done, you can leave one side, and then you can work with your marshmallow. And later on, of course, we're going to add the vanilla. When you mix it, do not leave the flour alone, because it will burn under. So just make sure that you shake it, you mix it. There you go. We turn the stove. All right, we're gonna turn this off. There. So now we're gonna put the marshmallow over here. We turn this off. We put the fire on here. Not too high, just in the middle, so we can just melt the marshmallow. We don't want to boil, we don't want to cook it. We're just gonna melt it. So try to make sure that you mix it. And let it melt. Now we're gonna add over here a little bit pinch of vanilla. The back of the teaspoon edge, like this. Just a little bit like this, pinch. It will be good. And mix it together, so this way it doesn't come all at once in your mouth. There you go. Now there's no fire here. This one, it has to melt. I can higher a little bit heat, not too much. Just make sure you always mix. Do not leave it alone. And why I put the butter, which what it does, it gives a shine and it will give good taste into your dessert, in your candy. Now it's almost melting. It's almost done. A little bit more. Again, this one maybe about like 2 to 3 minutes maximum. 2 minutes. It depends how strong is your stove. Always mixed. We don't want to change the color or bubble it. There you go. Now the flour, which I put about 1.5 cups, we do not have to put all of them. What we have to do, we're going to put very slowly. So now I'm going to add my walnut. Now that I can see it's all melted, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a flour, little at a time. And we're going to make it like kind of a very smooth, loose candy. Now now you can see how it's breaking a piece. We have to keep it just like this. So it looks like I used about a cup and I have left the rest, which we're going to use later on. Now I'm going to which I did turn off the stove. I'm going to keep this like this to cool off a little bit now. We're going to let it cool, room temperature, as long as we can handle it. So I'm going to leave it like this way, and then we're going to come back again. All right, I'm going to let it cool. We'll be back. All right, we're back now. So what we have to do is I can touch it. So what I have to do, I'm going to pick this up. That you see. Now we have extra flour over here. We're going to put just a little bit over the counter. And it's still soft and it's warm. It's not that cool. So what we have to do is we're going to use some of the flour that we can just knead. We don't need too much. We don't want to fill with flours. We want to taste already. Now that when I roast the flour, all we wanted is to take the strong taste of the flour. That's why we roast it, to change the taste and give good taste in our mouth. So you'll see how soft it is. This is supposed to be. Now you can see the walnut. In case if you want, you can crush some walnut again, and when you roll it, you can roll again over. So what it does, it shows the walnut. But already this is good enough like this way. You can roll like this, and you can leave it more now. I'm going to tell you, you can leave it to get a little bit more cooler, so it might get a little bit harder. And then you will take the knife and you slice it just like this. And this is how you decorate your dish, your plates. There we go. It's such a tender, soft candy it is. Your kids, they will love it. You can see over here that still it's warm a little bit when I'm separating them. It has to dry just a little bit more. When I say dry, it's like it has to be cool. It will cool off, and you will have very tender, juicy candy. Now I want to tell you the name of this candy. It calls Manana, and our great-grandparents, they used to say that once a year from heaven it used to pour like a snow, and it's sweet. So that's why they put the name Manana, because always the beginning of the year it's supposed to be sweet. God gives us sweet day, good days that we should appreciate and we should enjoy it, and they named it Manana, this is what it comes from heaven. Of course, parents, maybe grandparents, they made up stories, but because it's sweet, but anything miracle can happen. So we have to put this on our plates, just like this. You decorate the way you want it. There we go. And if you want the people to know, your friends, relative, holiday, what it is, you can just take few little walnuts and put on it like this, so they will know what is inside. And then you might be able to decorate with a little red decoration you can put at the edges, something little flowers, designs, and you decorate your table as a holiday dessert, and this is how you enjoy. Well, I hope you try this. It's very tasty. I want to cut one so you will see how delicious it will be and how smooth nougat it is. This is how you will cut it and you will enjoy it. Well, I want to wish to everybody Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And the rest, whatever holiday they celebrate, make it and enjoy it. Happy New Year to all of you. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this channel. I want to thank to all my patrons on patreon.com for their support to make my channel possible. Thank you.